I played W2K23, but if you lose to Hulk Hogan, you become Hulk Hogan.
That's right, dude. If you lose to me, brother, then you're gonna have to become me, dude. So let's get this video started, brother.
Now, before Backlash, our first victim that falls to the Hulkster is Roman Reigns, of all people. Which is crazy. Roman Reigns, who's got the highest overall in the game, is no match for the Hulkster, brother. And he has to do the job to the Hulkster. Welcome to Hoganism, brother. We were at WrestleMania Backlash. We got not Hulk Hogan. We got Roman Reigns decked out in the red and yellow going against Brock Lesnar again. And Roman Reigns hits a Superman punch, spear, and he pins him. And the Hulkster is running wild once again through Roman Reigns, of course. We go through a couple more Raws, and then we get an interesting match. Cody Rhodes versus Hulk Hogan. I guess the Battle of America is on the line here. And unfortunately for Cody Rhodes, he loses, which means that Cody Rhodes has now been indoctrinated into the Hogan cult. And then we get something really weird. A Hell in a Cell, the pay-per-view, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are fighting one another. Yes, both the first two people that have been converted to Hoganism are now fighting each other for the undisputed title. This is great for Hulk Hogan because he doesn't lose. Like, no matter what, he wins. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. It's the battle of the Hulksters, brother. Roman Reigns is able to finish off Cody Rhodes and prove that he is the true Hulk Hogan. He is the true next Hulk Hogan, which actually is kind of true with how it's going in WWE. Fast forward to In Your House, we got Hulk Hogan, who's looking 20 years younger and a lot better than he does now, going against Apollo Crews. The Hulkster, he does a power slam and a leg drop. Apollo kicks out, so then Hogan just goes like, well, I'm just going to do it again, brother. And he hits a second leg drop. He pins Apollo Crews. Hulkster wins once again, and Apollo Crews has now been converted into the cult of Hulkism. Or Hoganism. That one works. We fast forward to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Hulk Hogan is competing in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I guess he's trying to convert 7 other people to Hoganism. Unfortunately for Hogan, Giovanni Vinci climbs up the ladder, and Hulk Hogan completely has a spasm attack. Like, he just runs on the outside, doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, I'm so sorry, brother. Oh, man. I don't know where do I go. What do I do, brother? Brother.
And then Giovanni Vinci grabs the briefcase. Giovanni Vinci grabs the briefcase and wins the Money in the Bank ladder match because Hogan's too busy on the outside doing whatever he's doing. Before SummerSlam, Carmelo Hayes and Hulk Hogan are looking to duke it out, and surprisingly, Carmelo Hayes actually defeats Hulk Hogan. I know, I'm shocked too. Because Hulk Hogan takes on Seth Rollins in a last man standing match. A last man standing match had the worst ending I've ever seen. Hogan knees Seth Rollins into the gut, throws him in the ring, and he counts. That's it. He threw him in the ring, Seth Rollins can get up, Hulkster wins. I'm so disappointed. That was a terrible ending. Leading up to Clash of the Castle, Roman Reigns takes on Hollywood Hogan. And Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Roman Reigns. What does that mean? Well, that means Roman Reigns is dumping the red and yellow for the black and the white. And then at Clash of the Castle, we have the Hulkster going against Hollywood Roman Reigns. Halfway through the match, Giovanni Vinci comes out of nowhere. He cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase that he won a couple months prior. But unfortunately for Giovanni, it doesn't work out because Giovanni's on the outside stunned, and as that's happening, Roman Reigns rolls up Hulk Hogan in a possum pin, and he defeats the Hulkster. Roman Reigns retains his title, and the Hulkster is angry and mad because he feels like he got screwed.
They screwed me out of my title match, brother. Now I'm really, really angry, dude.
So now we're going into the Extreme Rules. Cameron Grimes is now being indoctrinated into the Hulk Hogan cult. And Hollywood Hogan defeats Sheamus, turning Sheamus into the black and white Hollywood version. And now we got a little war going on between the red and yellow and the black and the white. So now we're at Extreme Rules. We got Hollywood Seth Rollins versus Hollywood Roman Reigns in an Extreme Rules match. Unfortunately, it wasn't very extreme because the only weapons that were used were the steel steps. We had a big match, finisher fests everywhere, and then the match ends. Roman Reigns rolls up Seth Rollins and then pins him. He wins with a roll-up once again. Roman Reigns retains. He throws the poor referee out of the ring like a jerk and celebrates. Bloodline for life, brother. On our way to the Survivor Series, we got 3 new Hulk Hogans: Edge, Karrion Kross, and Grayson Waller. Now we get to the Survivor Series. We have a War Games match. It's between Team Red and Yellow, led by Cody Rhodes, against Team Black and White, led by Hollywood Roman Reigns. And after a crazy War Games match with more Hulk Hogan than you could ever want in your life, Team Black and White win and prove that the Black and White is superior to the Red and Yellow. NXT War Games. We have a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. Braun Breaker has to defend against Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hogan. Man, this is some real, BS in the back right now for Hogan to get this match. You kidding me? After a huge brawl in the match, Hulk Hogan makes Hollywood Hogan tap out to a bear hug as Braun Breaker is on the outside dazed, and the Hulkster becomes the NXT champion, unsurprisingly. Now at New Year's Evil, Braun Breaker looks to get back the NXT championship that he lost to Hulk Hogan back a month ago, and unfortunately for Braun Breaker, he has to do the job to the Hulkster brother. Hulk Hogan hits him with a big boot and pins him, and now Hulk Hogan has converted another person into his cult. Braun Breaker has now joined the Hogan cult. At the Rumble, we have a WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match between Hollywood Roman Reigns and the Hulkster himself, who's looking to finish the job because his other cronies could not finish it for him. Unfortunately for Hogan, he is not able to finish the story because Roman Reigns is able to win. He hits a big elbow drop right onto the lower back of Hulk Hogan to pin him and retain the Undisputed Championship. Pretty cheap by Roman, but hey, it gets the job done, I guess, brother. Now we arrive at the Royal Rumble. The winner goes to WrestleMania for a world title shot. Hulk Hogan enters at number 3 and proceeds to make it nearly to the end of the match by throwing out people left, right, and center and just overall surviving really well. But finally, Hulk Hogan gets dumped out after like a 25-minute performance thanks to T-Bar, who hits a super kick right onto him. But Hulk Hogan does have a plan. Cody Rhodes, who is a part of the Hogan cult, is able to win the Rumble. Randy Orton takes T-Bar out of the match, and then Cody Rhodes super kicks Randy Orton and clotheslines him out of the match. And Cody Rhodes of the Hulkamaniacs is now going to WrestleMania to take on Hollywood Hogan. How poetic. Hogan, who is not happy about his loss at the Royal Rumble, decided to do what he does best, politic. What did he do? Well, he went to Vince and demanded that he created a new championship for him, the World Heavyweight Championship, and that Hulk Hogan would be the champion. So Vince McMahon obliged, but he put 3 other Hogans in the match to guarantee that after this Elimination Chamber, we would have a Hulk Hogan World Champion. So to determine who this new World Heavyweight Champion would be, we had an Elimination Chamber. We had Hollywood Hogan, Hulk Hogan from the 80s, Hulk Hogan, Seth Rollins, Karrion Kross, and Hollywood Sheamus. Wow, this is, not gonna lie, this is like the best politicking I think Hulk Hogan has ever done in his life. No matter what happens, he wins. Not gonna lie, I can't imagine what the chamber pods would be like.
Oh, hey, brother, how you doing, dude? Oh, I'm doing great, brother. How about you? Oh, I'm just sitting in this pod, dude. My knees are kind of shot, but I'm totally fine. This is totally tubular, brother. Oh, well, it looks like I'm about to get out of the pod, brother. All right, good luck, dude.
So, the Elimination Chamber match. Sheamus is first eliminated by Kross via the F10, but then Sheamus forgets to leave the ring, so he just stands around like an idiot. Then we have Hogan 80s was eliminated by Hollywood Hogan via a clothesline, and at the same time, Rollins was taken out by Hulk Hogan via the leg drop. Hogan 2002 is eliminated by Karrion Kross as Karrion Kross chokes him out with the crosslock, and then finally, Kross is taken out by Hollywood Hogan after a big leg drop, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan wins the World Heavyweight Championship, unsurprisingly, because he freaking booked himself in this match.
Brother, I did it, brother. I'm the champion, dude. Aren't you happy for me?
So at Stand and Deliver, the final NXT pay-per-view, Hulk Hogan is looking to capture the NXT Championship from JD McDonough. The problem for this match is that Hulk Hogan is being put in a ladder match, a match that he's never been in, brother.
Dude, I'm not happy with this, brother.
But fortunately for Hogan, Hogan hits a big neckbreaker off the ladder. I'm surprised he didn't blow his back out, but regardless, he's able to climb the ladder. And then for some weird reason, JD McDonough decides to climb the ladder while he's grabbing the belt. And because of this, Hulk Hogan is able to take the belt down before JD can even get to the top. And that means that JD McDonough has been converted into Hoganism.
Dude.
So, on the last episode of SmackDown, a 20-man Royal Rumble match determined who will be added into the World Heavyweight title picture. The World title match at WrestleMania. And after a grueling Royal Rumble with Hogans everywhere, Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, doesn't matter what era, they are all in the match duking it out. And at the end, Scott Hall, who wasn't even supposed to be in the match in the first place, it just acted as filler, wins the Rumble match. Yes, you had like 15 Hulk Hogans, but they could not overcome Scott Hall, dude. So now it's official. For the World Heavyweight title, it's the 3 Hogans and Scott Hall. So now we're at WrestleMania Night 1. We have Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan from the 80s, current Hulk Hogan, and Hollywood Hogan, who's carrying the NWO Championship, fighting it out for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Both Hogan's 80s and Hogan 2 are eliminated by the Hulk. But then Scott Hall capitalizes on this. He throws him into the post, clothesline, and then hits Hollywood with like multiple hockey stick shots, picks him up, outsider's edge, and Scott Hall, of all people, wins the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania and robs Hogan of his glory, which is pretty poetic. The fact that Hulk Hogan set up everything so he could be world champion by the end of the year, and he doesn't get to be world champion, thanks to Scott Hall. Too sweet, Chico. And now the main event, the rematch. Cody Rhodes, who's representing the red and yellow, taking on Hollywood Roman Reigns, the black and white, in the final showdown. And this match was made no disqualifications due to the antics, I guess. We wanted a clean finish. That's all that mattered. Fortunately, it did happen. Roman Reigns, he throws Cody into the turnbuckle, Superman punch, ducks, spear, pinfall. Hollywood Roman Reigns wins and solidifies himself as the greatest champion of this universe. A universe full of Hulk Hogans everywhere. There is only one Hogan that reigns supreme. It's the Tribal Chief. Too sweet, bloodline for life. So with all that in mind, let's look at what we have. By the end of the year, we had 15 different Hulk Hogans. Then we also had Hulk Hogan, who pretty much booked himself into being a world champion by the end of the year. He was not able to win the championship. Granted, he got the NXT title, but really doesn't really matter. Anyone care, really? And then Roman Reigns, who became Hollywood Roman Reigns, proved to be the most dominant champion I've ever seen. So, in the end, Hogan loses, Reigns wins. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.